Happy day, children. This is Crystal, your grade 6 English teacher. Happy to meet you all in yet another session. Today I'm going to discuss a very important topic from grammar, and the topic is finite and infinite verbs. In this video, children, you will be coming to know what exactly is finite and non-finite verb. So verbs can be divided into finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs can again be divided into three subdivisions: gerund, participle, and infinitive. So finite verbs, they depend upon the number, person, subject, and tense. Whereas the non-finite verb, it does not depend upon the person, number, subject, and tense. So both the finite verb and the non-finite verbs are contradictory with each other. So it just functions the opposite. So what is a finite verb, children? A finite verb is the main verb in a sentence. It has a subject and changes its form to show the tense and number. So in the previous slide I told you that a finite verb, it depends upon the subject, number, and tense. So a finite verb is the main verb in a sentence, and it has a subject, and the subject changes according to the tense and the number. So what is a finite verb? A finite verb, here the subject changes depending upon the tense, number, and the person. So now let me give you examples for each. So I told you that the verb changes as per the tense. Now look at this example. I play cricket every day. So here this sentence is in the present tense. So I play. Play is the verb, and this word play is in the present tense. Now look at this sentence. I played cricket every day. So the verb here, played, is in the past tense. So the verb changes as per the tense. So when I want to talk in the present tense, I will add only played, and when I want to talk in the past tense, I will add an ed to the base form verb. Now again I told that the verb changes as per the person. So you know that there are three persons: first person, second person, and third person. So I and we are the first person pronouns. You is the second person pronoun. He, she, it, and they are the third person pronouns. Now look at the example. I run a mile daily. So now the subject I is accompanied with the word run. Now look at this example. He runs a mile every day. So here I am adding an s along with the base form verb. So the verb changes as per this person. So here he is in the third person. So I am adding an s to the base form verb here. So the verb changes as per the person. The third rule was the verb changes as per the number. So apple is of red color. And look at this sentence. Apples are red color. Here in this sentence the noun is singular. Therefore I am using a singular verb. And here the noun, that is a subject, is apples, and therefore I am using a plural verb. Because apples is plural, I am using a plural verb are. Now what do you mean by a non-finite verb? A non-finite verb does not have a subject and does not change its form to show tense or the number. So in finite verb, I told you that the subject changes according to the tense, according to the number. The infinitive, gerund, and participle. Now let us look at each one separately. First, let us discuss about what is gerund. The main function of the gerund is that it functions as a noun. A gerund is the ing form of the verb that functions like a noun. So now, generally, you will have an ing added with a verb. It becomes the gerund. Look at the example. Walking is good for health. Now, this word walking may seem to you like a verb because it is an action, but I will tell you why. Walking here is a subject, so the subject will either be a noun or a pronoun. So walking here is a noun and it is not a verb. So it functions, the gerund always functions as a noun. Now even if I remove this word walking and add some other word over here. So for example, I'm just removing this word walking in this sentence and I'm adding the word apple. Apple is good for health. Now look at the sentence. Now it is doing the same function, right? It is a noun and it is not acting as a verb. So the function of the gerund is it acts as a noun. So I told you that the subject and the object, it should either be a noun or a pronoun. Look at the example, children. Karthik goes to swimming regularly. So in this sentence, Karthik is the noun. He is the best cook in the world. In this sentence, the subject is a pronoun. So the subject should always be a noun or a pronoun. Now gerund as a subject. Look at this sentence. Writing is an exchange of idea. So in this sentence, what is the subject? It is writing. So writing is not a verb. It is functioning here as a noun. Similarly, look at this sentence. Reading helps a lot in learning new things. In this sentence also, reading is the subject. And this word reading is not a verb. It acts as a noun. Now gerund as an object. So object should also be either a noun or a pronoun. Look at the example. I love dancing. Here in this sentence, dancing is the object and dancing is not a verb. It is functioning as a noun here. Mark enjoys cooking a lot. So in this sentence also, the object cooking is acting as a noun. That is a good painting. In this sentence also, painting is a noun and it is not acting as a verb. The next topic is participle. Participles function as adjectives. Generally, there are two types of participles, present participle and past participle. What do you mean by the present participle? If I add ing to the base form verb, it becomes the present participle. Now, look at the sentence. I am walking on the street. So, in this sentence, I am walking is in the present continuous tense and I have a helping verb in front of it. So, this sentence, I am walking, is the verb. It is not acting as an adjective. So, I told you the main function of a participle is to act as an adjective. So, this sentence is not acting as an adjective. Now, look at the second sentence. He saw a sleeping dog in front of the house. So in this sentence, the verb sleeping, it may seem to you like a verb, but no, it is acting as an adjective. How? He saw a sleeping dog. So you have an adjective beside the verb sleeping. So this word sleeping, it acts as an adjective and not as a verb. Next, coming to past participle. In the past participle, you will have to add ed to the base form verb. Look at the example. The selected candidates for post of a teacher is my sister. The selected candidate for post of a teacher is my sister. So in this sentence, again, I told you that you have to add ed to the base form verb. So you're adding ed to the word select. So it becomes selected. And beside this word selected, again you have a noun. So now what is the function of a noun? What is the function of an adjective? The function of an adjective is to describe the noun. So here selected, it functions as an adjective and not as a verb. Now the next division that we are going to discuss is infinitives. So infinitives generally takes this form, to plus verb form. So the infinitives also acts as a noun. So the main function of the infinitive is that it acts as a noun. Look at the example. I love to swim. So to swim is an infinitive here And this word to swim acts as a noun. So I told you that this subject and the object is always a noun or a pronoun. So to swim, it is an object and it acts as a noun. Now the infinitives, I told you it acts as a noun. Look at this example. Saya likes to play. So here to play is the infinitive. I want to write. To write is again an infinitive. To dance is her hobby. So here to dance is again an infinitive. So if you have a verb accompanied with a to in front of it, it functions as a noun and is called as an infinitive. So it is not a verb, its main function is to act as a noun. So here either the subject or the object is always a noun or a pronoun. So here to dance, to write, to play, it is either in the subject place or in the object place. So all these to play, to write and to dance, these are infinitives and its main function is to act as a noun. I hope this video was useful for you to know more about finite and infinite verbs. Thank you, children.